Presenting.
Well. Here we are, Sean. A meeting that no one thought was possible. We are entering a world with no rules. A world with no history. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Dame and Matt?
Yeah.
We're entering a world where no one beefs with anybody. Okay. A vegan universe where all is forgotten, and a universe that is made of pure hatred. This is the first meeting of the Haters Club. We're all seething with jealousy about the success of a black comic creator. Matt, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
So I'm not. You're not. You reviewed Eric July's comic, Isom #1. I didn't know his second comic would be releasing today, or would be the marketing campaign would be releasing today, which is essentially the entire point of the comic.
You should pre-review that one, Dick.
I actually just watched the announcement video for it, and I was like, "Well, where the fuck is this passion for the first comic?"
Yeah. What did you think about the announcement video?
If Isom was animated, it would have my attention. It at least would be interesting to look at.
Yeah.
But it completely proves my point when Eric July voices Isom.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dame Pesos is also here.
Chuckling. Yeah. Oh no, we can't.
Oh no, he's robot-y. Reconnect or say something again. Oh no, you robot-y fuck. Reconnect or something. I don't know. Okay.
It's that south of the border potato internet.
There.
It's the last 1,000-mile problem.
Say something again.
Say something again.
Yes, you sound fantastic.
I'm here, baby. Matt. Matt.
What up, Dominic?
It's a shit. You flag video. Epsler. You flag video 10 years ago. Can you? Flag one forever. Epsler. Hi, Matt.
I know, right? Weird fucking timeline.
Oh yeah, this is super bizarre. I'm like hearing you, and you're talking back to me.
I know. It's very odd. But let's go. Let's have fun. Let's do this shit.
Oh yeah, let's unite forces to shit on the black guy.
Why not? Your words.
Yeah. I'm Mexican, brown, almost black.
I'm a Washington liberal. Don't you know? Just being here will get me canceled.
So you reviewed Isom, Matt, and you what did you find? Did you think it was good?
No, I didn't think it was good. I thought it had potential. I actually just reread it before coming live. I wanted to make sure that I would
me too.
Be up on date on it. And it's more tolerable the second time now that I know what I'm looking for. But it still is just this it's a self-insert Karen storyline where the man is disrespected and that's all that matters.
Yeah. He gets offended and then he murders people.
He does. He really does. He really puts them through walls and kicks their ass. And it's just all right, you're just upset that he called you a nobody. I get it. Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
And you, Matt, you also said that Isom was an insert for Eric July, a self-insert, right?
100%. 100%.
And then Eric July proved you wrong by voicing Isom in the animated clip that he put up and by having a total meltdown when you criticized the comic.
Yes.
Is that right?
That is very true. Yes.
I think he said because of you, he's now going to have a fitness challenge.
Right. Yeah. Look, I love Vito, but Vito is way fatter than me. So it's that should be the basis of requirement. But I'm mid-fat. And everything, and I just thought that was really funny that he's I'm tired of dealing with these fats. What does that even mean? That is the holy shit, dude. I might have flagged motherfuckers, but you're still more of a bitch.
These fats.
I don't know if
yeah, he writes a fantasy of killing people that offended him. The fucking guy called me a high school student, drop out, I kill him. Then he writes himself, and in my fantasy I have superpowers. And when he called me like I didn't amount to nothing and a bad mediocre student, I was like, hey, hold up, you show me disrespect, I kill you. Then he goes and punch the guy in the teeth, his ribs explode, his organs on the ground. I killed the guy who insulted me. At least you didn't murder people, Matt, in your dreams.
Well, that guy was working the back door at the club a few hours later.
yeah.
I don't know if you caught that. That's
Did you know Eric July's like life story is that he was in a gang when he was young? Like this is what. Yeah.
Well, no, that makes perfect sense. The respect thing.
Oh yeah, but he was
right.
Yeah,
he was in
sure.
a gang, but he says he never sold drugs and he didn't kill any people. So I don't know what member of the gang is that just does nothing and hangs around getting into fights with people.
It's the
I mean, you could be
equivalent
stealing shit. You could be,
Yeah, or it could just be the equivalent of like a thuggish like chess club or something.
Yeah, basically.
They're like let's play the game, knight to rook 5 or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even play chess. But.
Yeah. Let's see. I had him explaining what pull up means. I think he told you to pull up. Did he tell you
something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he was saying something along the lines of like I could pull up on people like you. That's my interpretation of it.
Oh yes.
Oh,
he said he said if he wanted to, Eric July, when Matt said I didn't particularly care for the book, like I think the plot could have been fleshed out more and he needed like more of a motivation. Eric July said, I used to bang.
Yeah.
I think he meant gangbang.
Yeah.
I used to be a gangbanger, and if I was offended, I could lay you out or something like that, right? But I'm not going to.
It was one of the weirdest things. Like it's like for a guy like Eric who doesn't want to be criticized, if you even remotely slightly say something, he wants to throw down with like not threats of violence, but that idea of if we were in this scenario, I could lay you the fuck out.
Yeah.
But it's so ridiculous where it's like, why would you fight over words like that? It's like, and someone didn't like your book. It's not like they fucked your sister.
They didn't like my book. I kill them. I'll pull up with my gang.
Oh yeah, he's also said that he's always carrying.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if any of these weirdos freak out around him, he has very good situational awareness, like Mac from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And then he's always carrying, so that he doesn't need to be afraid of us, but that we should pull up and tell him to his face, and that he used to be in a gang, and that he could lay us out if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, well.
What sounds good for you guys? That he doesn't want to.
We should stop criticizing the comic then, probably, right?
I don't know.
We definitely should not read number 2 and compare its artistic quality to number 1. That should not happen.
You think it's gonna be worse?
I hope not. I really hope not.
Oh, yeah.
But if he wrote it, because like the thing is, Eric July reminds me of like George Lucas from the mid-90s.
Yeah.
Where all he is surrounded by yes men.
Yeah.
And they all want a piece of the pie. Like that criticism is 100% accurate.
Oh, for the prequels.
Yeah, and they all just like, oh no, George, whatever you do is golden. Let me, it's so great, it's amazing. Fucking midi-chlorians, best fucking thing in the world, George.
Great idea.
And then Isom comes along and you're like, okay, like I just reading through it again, still Avery is not a likable character. He still like wants to just fight this guy over being disrespected. And that's really about it. Like that's the 96-page story.
Let me play.
Oh yeah.
Let me play. Do you want to hear what he meant by pull up when he said pull up, or do you want? Okay, let's hear what he meant by pull up. I think you guys should be able to hear this.
Gonna be murder.
Course God.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
With the 5 says earlier I was wrong. I thought you were talking about a different Ethan, not EVS. By the way, what do you mean by pull up if you weren't talking about exchanging blows? Okay. Pull up just means let's hash it out, let's link up. So that can apply to people that love me. They say pull up.
I'm gonna press 1 to doubt.
Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry, of course, bro. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to make an example of you.
Wait, he's like, he's freaking out because he got caught, and he's like he's burying his head in his hands and acting like he's put out, having to explain it. Right?
Yeah.
Is that obvious?
Yeah, according to UrbanDictionary.com, it is a threat synonymous to drop your location or want to fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is the obvious definition? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly what you think it would be.
I'm gonna go down to
confirmed.
Skid Row and tell everybody to pull up, and then just like, well, I was just gonna give you some money for.
Link up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna link
Your
up.
dick
I
to
thought,
my asshole.
okay, here.
We say pull up. Can I say something real quick? And I'm sorry, of course, bro. I'm not trying to Guy, I'm not trying to make an example of you. But
Example.
I get it, man. I'm from a different spot than a lot of people are from. But one thing that I'm learning is how many people take shit just completely different from how it is that I say. And honestly, there's nothing that I can change as part of my rhetoric. I think that the age of social media has got folks so accustomed to saying foul shit to people and being able to try to tee off on folks without getting any response. So the minute someone's direct with them, they consider that an act of violence, or they consider that some sort of thing. Like, think about it, guys. I'm always around. When I say we're gonna have, I used to bang. So if I wanted to threaten you, I just straight up fucking do it. Like I would straight up, and most likely if I really wanted to touch you, bitch
pull
ass, I wouldn't be like, you're not going.
Wait a minute. Is he suggesting that if he wanted to threaten me, he would say, "I'm gonna come to your house and kill you"? Is that what he's saying?
That's more direct, I guess.
Yeah.
Matt, did he say that to you? That I'm gonna fucking kill you?
He I mean, he's not the first person to make that claim, but no, I didn't hear that directly. But listening to this entire thing, honestly, it has about as much energy as the panels in his artwork. Very drab, very
your
dry.
point, he said spot. That's a spot, something that come from a different spot.
Yeah,
That's like all over his fucking comic. Oh, that's the spot. That's the spot. Hey, what the fuck?
Well, I just wonder if it's this different, like, vernacular for, because
it's his vocabulary, right?
Yeah.
it's out of Texas, right? So it's like different because Dick, you're from Cali, I'm from Cali.
Yeah.
And so we might say things differently, but it's
West Side laid your ass fucking out. He's from Memphis, isn't he?
Is he from
Eric
Memphis?
July? Yeah. West Side. Bang over here, you fucker. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
We
danced all over your East Side ass in the Super Bowl, mother. Did you not see Snoop crip walking all over the East Coast? Fuck you. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's it. I think it's just he's trying to cover his ass is what I think is happening.
He said, as much as I've been disrespected, if that was my attitude, I would have long ran up on y'all's fat asses and knocked you the fuck out. It's a little graphic and aggressive for something that's not a threat.
Is about respect.
Sure.
So he's about respect.
You ever say that to your girlfriend, Sean? If I had a problem with you, if I was a violent person, I'd knock you the fuck out. But I'm not.
Every day of the week and twice on Sunday morning.
It's the only way he can come.
That's very good.
All right, here we go.
Are you looking at my window?
Why would I tell on myself like that publicly? You think I'm that fucking stupid? I would never do that. I would just be like, in secrecy. And next thing you know, gotcha, bitch. That's how I would do it. I'm not.
I'll kill you in secret. Well, hold up. I'm from the spot. I'll kill you. You said I'm shit. I'll kill you. Disrespect. Fuck you. I'll kill you in secret.
The entirety of his comic character is that he doesn't want to be disrespected, talked down to his face. But here he legitimately just says, I'll stealth strike your ass.
Oh, yeah. I'll murder you in secret.
Yeah, I'll run
go
up
to your
behind you
house.
and clap you when no one's looking. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You think that was a threat?
I used to be a criminal.
It's obviously not a threat because I wouldn't make a threat. I would just sneak up on you and murder you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good defense.
This is super fascinating too.
Right?
Because at the beginning of the comic, when the character Ivory or whatever, the protagonist goes to the mafia guy,
Yeah.
and he asks for the girl, right? Have you seen?
Yeah.
Because he's supposedly working there.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, follow me, sit down. It's not a request. And he
Oh, yeah.
starts
Right,
to-
right.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he says, let me read it. I have it in front of me.
Okay.
People he says that he built an empire, some of it legal, the legal way, and some of it not so much. I'm a criminal. Lovely young girls like Jasmine's are useful to me in this junction of my career, kind of implying that she's throwing young girls into prostitution.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then this guy gets angry, like the mafioso, and then he's threatening to kill you, like the mafioso did. And he's also admitting that he commits crimes or used to be a criminal in a gang.
Yeah.
Like all his characters are just himself.
Yeah, that's true.
And they want.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like the,
right?
the yin and yang, the yin and yang,
You're
right? So
right.
Darren is just Eric's old persona, the chess club player. That's what-
Yeah. And the
Well, you know-
protagonist is what he wants to be.
You know what's really interesting about that? So also, the women in his character, like no one else had any other character traits. His sister was just there to feed him information, and I know this from a lifetime of dealing with of this problem, and big time from Maddox. And I think Eric suffers from this. People with autism cannot have a theory of mind of anybody else. So like Maddox would
yeah.
always
That's-
write every character
Yeah.
as either feeding him information, feeding his characters information, or it would be him.
Yeah.
The way he acts. If he writes all of Isom, I suspect they're all either just going to be him or feeding him information because he has autism. Because when I was talking to him, dude, he like I was talking to Eric. I was getting so frustrated because it's like a brick fucking wall. I said, "You said you're going to moonwalk over DC comic writers' graves. What do you mean that you didn't say you're going to take on the mainstream?" And he goes, or I said, "You said you were going to dance on mainstream comic writers' graves." And he goes, "I didn't say I would dance. I said I would moonwalk."
oh god,
And I'm like, "Are you fucking with me? Or are you fucking autistic?"
yeah,
Yeah, that's a symptom of autism, being like overly literal.
Yeah.
Another symptom
Well-
is having lack of empathy, right? So they're not as good as recognizing what you're feeling based on your facial expression or tone of voice. So they just literally don't know.
Okay.
He
I'm
also
gonna-
wrote it in his comic that he's gonna fix the comic book industry. Like at the beginning, he has a letter to the, to the reader.
yeah.
Yeah, he says, I have it here, I'll read it. The state of the American comic book industry has been in an unfortunate spot, and I want to be part of the solution. Like he said it there, it's there.
like the final
It's
solution.
in the...
Like the final solution. Like
He said it.
Okay, I'm gonna play some more.
Don't take people being direct with you as a... Why the fuck would I fight one of you fat motherfuckers over the internet
Getting
for
angry.
some shit
Yeah.
that got said in a tweet with a bad take? Like, I don't know who you might mistake me for,
Former
but that shit is
gangbanger.
weird.
someone with talent,
High school dropout.
libertarian.
It's weird. What do you mean?
Someone who's been kicked out of multiple schools for fighting.
Yeah.
If I'm not, what else would I be talking about? You think that I'll be like, oh, let's go get in your fight? Like, nigga, what?
Oh, the
Oh,
N-word.
just some
about-
words on Twitter
It's
for some
about-
fucking roundhead motherfucker that probably ain't never been in a fight in his life.
What does that mean? Is-
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying
you
to
gonna
imply
pick
that,
your
like,
dukes
I've
up.
never
What
been in a
type
fight.
of gay ass shit? Why would you think I would be on that? When I say like, hey, pull up, you think I'm like, I should have to explain. Like, I know I got like, you know, we got followers and y'all like some of y'all are white, but goddamn, you that white to where you think pull up means what you? Oh, he must be. Oh, he,
Our
oh,
deficiency.
he's gonna try to fight me. Like, what the fuck, man?
but that's you're also an idiot for
white
not
man-
getting the comic book. You know, it's
yeah.
It just makes it's much easier to have it be everybody else's fault. Well, you're not smart enough to understand this. You're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's nothing that I do.
Yeah. No, I didn't communicate anything poorly. You just you all understood
Yeah.
it incorrectly.
Right? You just have stupid ears.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me hear some more of this. Let's see where he goes with it.
I think he's frozen in real life.
Is he frozen?
I don't know.
That's not what I would ever mean by over the internet. Like I said, bro, most of y'all are fat. Most of my detractors are fat. They can't. They probably never, like, on a serious note. Probably I've never been to fight. I was in the GG circuit. I fucking boxed. What the fuck am I trying? Would I be trying to fight some motherfucker over the internet for? Like, why? But yeah, man, like, what the fuck?
Does he not understand the words that he actually said?
Weird.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I said, I know, like I said, we got white followers. You can't be that fucking white. Like, surely y'all not that white to where it's like, he says something that's, I don't understand, so he must be trying to fight me. Like, God damn it, man.
It's the subtleness of the lies a lot of times that get you. You're so white, he's saying something I don't understand. No, I understand it. We all understand.
Yeah, he also says
This
he
one
has
pretending.
guns and carries them.
He what?
He also says he has guns and carries them.
Yeah. I understand what that
But
means.
you just didn't understand.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
Just
subtlety to that
An
comment. Right?
aficionado.
Well, Matt, how have you been?
I've been okay.
You've been
Doing
okay?
pretty good.
What are you up
Yeah,
to?
just got back last week from Alaska. Spent a week on a cruise ship. Had a good time.
Yeah. Are you still doing reviews and stuff?
Not so much reviews. I still do. I do a live stream called Hollywood After Dark, where I talk about movies and shit most nights, and that's kind of been my thing for a while. And I'm just happy over there doing that.
Who are you currently beefing with? Anybody that I know? Probably.
Well, you know, on your side, you can argue on like, Dame, we've been cool. All right.
Yeah, I know.
We've been
I'm
fine.
joking.
You just lost your shit when Joe Biden won. That was funny.
What?
You quit
didn't
Twitter when
didn't win,
Biden
liar!
won. You quit
Liar!
Twitter.
You did quit Twitter when Biden won.
Really? It was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that's when we needed you the most, Dame Pesos.
Oh,
Dude,
but I left.
you've let fucking like Cenk Uygur just run wild. We need to rein him in.
Unopposed.
Okay? And I say this as a lefty. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean I've been okay. I'm not beefing with anybody really. I mean, like there's like the you could say Eric July's friends. He's got like the nerdrotic guys, geeks and gamers, like the
Isn't
those
that
kind of
weird?
idiots.
No. He made $3 million. It isn't
I don't even
weird.
Yeah,
care
that's
about
true.
the $3 million.
That's
Like
true.
people think that's the
They
thing.
do. They do.
They care about it. They want it. Like I don't care. Like no. Otherwise, I'm just that's really about it. Is just covering movies. I've been like really low key, and I'm okay with that.
How about you, Dame? Have you been beefing anyone with anyone that I know of?
No.
No.
Haven't even been making videos. I'm coming back, baby.
That's good to hear.
Yes,
and you guys,
I'm gonna do a Isom review. Gonna explain why it's bad and shit. Gonna be a video review.
Oh God.
The comic is so fucking stupid. Because I wanted to do reviews on like they call them woke, like the kind of liberal stuff.
Yeah.
And it has kind of some of the same problems, the same insert that Matt is talking. How sometimes they write super unlikable characters, but I think the authors think the characters are super likable. No one likes them in the audience, so it's there. Has no attention to what if their fictional world was real. And this motherfucker has his retired superhero coming back. He goes to the mafia guy that they went to high school together. He doesn't know he was a superhero. The police doesn't recognize him. The other superheroes don't. The gyra women doesn't recognize him. The doctors don't recognize him. The nurse has no idea who he is. No one knows shit. And then when he puts his fucking costume, he doesn't have a mask. He's not a masked superhero with a secret identity.
yeah.
He came back. No one knows him. It's like Superman, but no one knows him. Like weird things. He gets the costume from the tailor that works in a building called Taylorville. Super weird.
Yeah, he's got it right.
That Taylorville thing was weird.
Yeah, fucking weird. The tailor doesn't recognize him. Like, who are you?
And the tailor feels disrespected too.
Yes, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
The Taylor was
And
disrespected.
he's like, I didn't mean no disrespect.
They're all him. They're all Eric D. July. I love them.
He doesn't recognize him, and then he says, "Oh yeah, you're the only one that brought me something back." I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Does that?
What?
Oh,
What I love is the interaction with his niece, where she's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
Avery," and then like he's like, "You know, you're too big for me to carry you," but she's like, "But that's how I know you're a superhero."
Yeah.
Because I jump in every other random man's arms and I feel his muscles
Testing
tighten.
you out.
Well, I
Right?
don't
And
think it
you're
was
just like,
written exactly like
So
that.
scared.
It was, I'm adding some humor to that, but it's like a little bit weird that she was like, I every guy picks me up and I feel the muscles tighten, but I tell nothing. And he's like, I weightlift, and he's like, but go to bed, I'll talk to you later, sort of thing.
Yeah, when the guy is holding the girl, it's like, who are you, are like 8 or some shit?
I asked Eric on that stream if he had superpowers, and he wouldn't answer it.
Oh.
He just kept asking me questions like, "Oh, well, did you see him doing anything unusual?"
Well, the flying thing.
Like-
that was the flying thing, right?
I thought you were
Yeah.
asking Eric if he had
he couldn't
superpowers.
fly.
Yeah, there's a line in the comic. He says like he doesn't fly. Like there's a line.
Yeah.
There's it's when he gets gets thrown out and lands on a
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
He's like, I can train my body to do all sorts of things. Flying isn't one of them. So
Yeah.
like when that
Yeah.
popped up on the stream, I'm like, yeah, he doesn't fly. Like,
No.
But he wants the suit to be able to take falling,
Yeah.
right? Am I remembering that correctly? Because he landed on a car like 6 hours
damage.
before.
The fuck is fall damage? Like
Yeah.
a video game?
Right.
Yeah, like a video game.
Well, did you also notice when he was fighting that big dude at the club, that guy was all like, it must be some higher powers bringing us together because you're losing 3 fights, right?
Yeah,
And it's
3.
Like, no, you fought the guy twice.
Oh,
You were in the middle of your second fight.
Right. I didn't get that.
And like,
Yeah,
the
right.
math doesn't compute.
Or is it talking about
clearly,
has he fought him before? In a
I don't know.
prequel? Like a
Maybe
He didn't
maybe they know
recognize
each other.
him.
Yeah,
There was a names.
Yeah.
The names thing was driving me crazy. Like we never know the sister's name. He never once
It's Altona.
just.
It's Altona.
But he doesn't say it in the.
Really?
No, it is. It is when
It
she
is?
calls him.
Wow.
When she calls him, her name is Altona, and then
Jesus.
like they say like the name of the brother-in-law is like Terdol or something. It was like
The
weird
names are
fucking names.
the names in a black comic are weirder than Lord of the Rings.
Ivory.
We're in Flores Parkville, next to Taylorsville.
Yeah. Project Zeus headquarters.
The hardest thug in the entire city is called Darren.
Oh, wait a minute. What about the cut when he says to his sister, you got to take your gun everywhere, even to your job? And then
Right.
it cuts to the Darren guy, and there's like a skinny black girl next to him as his secretary. I thought that was his sister.
I thought that too.
But
I
then
thought
it
that
doesn't,
too.
he doesn't use her name, and there's no identifying characteristics or giveaway. So I was like, well, is this like, am I supposed to not? I mean, in real life, I would know that's the same person, but it's a drawing, so I have no fucking idea.
maybe you're just racist.
And the sister had made a comment about like that Jasmine was internshiped with her, and like they'd offered her a job, and it was the greatest thing in the world, and then she just disappeared because she was working with Darren, and then like randomly Avery just bumps into her, like what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Randomly.
At the
Coincidence
club.
Yeah.
with a prostitute.
Being a hooker, right?
I mean, that's basically what
seems
they're
like it.
implying,
Looked
yeah.
like a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait to figure out all this stuff. I mean,
And then
it's gonna get worse, right? Like everyone, you can't fix this
yeah.
shit now.
Well, and there's 2 other aspects of it that I find to be like obviously setups. There's the guy with the green eyes who can apparently like read
Oh
people.
yes.
God, I forgot that.
That
Yeah.
guy, and then there's like the metal band at the end that are apparently aliens,
Right.
You know, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah. That's just a preview for another
Oh,
comic.
yeah.
Mhm.
it's
And they
just-
have the other one with the women. Jara.
Oh
Gyra.
yeah.
she returns. Like, oh, I'm supposed to
Like,
care.
all this fucking comic is just set up for
But
shit.
he's kind of world building.
Like the
isn't he?
Alpha Core, the Super League ripoff, that goes nowhere.
Yeah. Are we gonna find out he was part of Alpha Core and then he left, but they just don't recognize him, even though they're the ones who brought
Yeah.
him to the hospital?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Alpha, like Alpha Core dropped him off, and then he just like gets up and leaves.
I
And,
forget
like,
all the details because none of it makes sense.
It doesn't
Like,
make
you're
sense.
telling me
yeah.
stuff like, oh yeah, I guess that did happen. Yeah.
It's my writer brain, man, where I'm always trying to piece together like where things are gonna go. And so I'm reading this thing and I'm trying to understand like where the inevitable conclusion is going to be based upon conventional storytelling.
What do you think is gonna be like next issue or the ending?
I honestly can't tell you. It's like I get so caught up in the details because nothing really makes a lot of sense. Like why does
nothing goes anywhere?
Like it
got the costume.
Back. Yeah, he's got the costume now. That's the end of the episode.
Do you think he's going to be powered by Jesus? Like, do you think his powers are going to be strengthened by Christ?
You know what? There's a line at the beginning when
with Mrs. Newman.
With Mrs. Newman, and he's like, I always liked her. She never missed service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Hey, right. Like there's undertones.
Well, he has a cross right on his like penis.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty overt. That's pretty overt. And he puts it on. You're just like, is that the cock of Christ? I can't quite tell. If so, you're not providing any children for the world. You're clearly failing. It's weird how the story is being crafted. And then what even makes it worse is if Eric would say, just hold up, like wait for part 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least something like I have a plan. In this case, he's doing so much to fight back against it.
Well, in this case, he said you're too fat to touch your knees.
I can touch my knees, my toes, and see my dick. So trifecta right there. Yeah, I can do all of those things.
I've never seen somebody make so much money and be this angry about it.
Well,
right?
Because I don't know, taxation is theft. Like, is he just pissed off all the money he's got to give to the government?
I don't know. $4 million, and you're like responding to every single person about your shitty comic. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, he has problems.
Well, I mean, he's in uncharted
more embarrassed
waters.
Yeah, sorry.
No, sorry.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'd be more embarrassed by if I were him. I'd be more embarrassed by the fact that all my friends sucked my dick over this comic, but not one of them read it.
Yes, that's.
Yeah.
All of the people who are promoting it refuse to read it because now they know they're gonna have to lie and say it's good.
So what? They're gonna wait till they're all out.
They'll just never read it. All they do is talk about how much money it made. All of them, even
they admit to not ever reading it.
Yeah.
How is that?
Like, I haven't read it, but you're just jealous. I'm like, well, why don't you read it? Like, it's very common for people to not read comics, and I just don't want to, I don't want to
look at them.
Yes, they keep them in fucking boxes and hang them on the wall. I don't know what they do. It's so weird.
Have you ever seen these people critique media?
Yes,
there's a high likelihood they don't actually know how to read. Really, I mean, like, or comprehend anything. If you actually I know they're vicious, Dick. They're very vicious, but that viciousness is an absolute mask for the inability to understand what the fuck it is they're looking at.
Yeah,
and that's legitimately like I will like there's a critical drinker guy, right? And he did a video like why Hollywood hates men, and it's this whole diatribe of fucking nonsense. But he finally gets to an example about 8 minutes in, and he mentions Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi, and it's not even the right example of what he could use in that situation. But that's all they've got. All they have is this weird idea of if it's woke, it's bad, but not understanding how storytelling operates.
Yeah, because they are the viewers, right? So they see these movies are shit. They go and complain on the internet, but they don't know why they're bad. They're not writers.
Yeah,
they don't really get it. It's complaining about it's the same thing even before the woke shit. I remember Linkara or the Angry Video Game Nerd or the Nostalgic Critic. They're always reviewers reviewing bad movies. The movies are bad. The Room is bad. All that shit is bad. But they're not writers. So when people found that some of them actually wrote something, the comic book reviewer was writing himself as the protagonist of Sailor Moon. And he's like taller and has muscle. He's not fat anymore. He has all the Sailor Moon girlfriends. And he also wrote himself getting raped by black people. Like a super weird guy.
Really?
Okay, because he's a repressed homosexual, raped by super Christian, right? So, and then he talks about how he was brought up homophobic. So, and then he dated a guy. So it's like, oh, wow, even that is just the guy. And that is just the guy. And weird. Then he wrote himself as a Green Lantern character called the Light Bringer, and he's like the superhero that saves the women from rape. Super weird shit. It's super weird. all of them are weirdos. I don't know. I like the critical drinker. He's funny, but I don't see him
he's an
being
idiot. He's an idiot.
writer.
But he's written book. No, he's actually
He's feuding.
self-published book.
He's feuding
self-published
again.
book.
Let's go, Matt. Go get him, Matt. I am on your side today.
Yeah, no, it's fucking like I see these people and it's like I haven't lived in LA in 10 years, but like I just remember when I was there, like, people actually like try to get shit done. Dick, you know what it's like to get shit made. I mean, like I've sat in on meetings where like they had me read the script for a Rennie Harlan movie. This movie called Devil's Pass. It's a shitty, I think you can find it on Tubi. It's not a good movie. But like I sat in on the meeting, I read the script, I pitched them a whole bunch of ideas for viral marketing campaigns. They brought me in as their viral marketing guy. And then then they went in and they altered their shooting schedule for Russia in order to incorporate the shit that I was suggesting because they liked it. But it's like still that took like so many committee meetings to get done, all the shit to get done. And it still went nowhere. But it's like none of these fuckers even know what it's like to be on a goddamn film set. They've never held a camera, nothing.
The giveaway for Eric was when he admitted that this was his first draft. Somebody said, "How much editing did you do?" And he said, "Just spelling mistakes." It's like,
man, it's a craft.
Yeah,
it's a fucking craft.
Yeah. Okay, guys,
the best in the world don't use their first draft.
No,
that's all you need to know.
It's not your first attempt at a first draft.
No, what does Stephen King say? Sometimes you have to kill your babies.
Yeah.
Right. You write it, you rewrite it, you put it down for a little bit, you come back, you work on it again, you get notes, you're always whittling it down. It's just lazy. All it is lazy attempts at grabbing cash, which is what a lot of Comicsgate is. And I support I support independent comics. I support independent film, independent art, whatever you can make money off of without having to go through the fucking system. Do it.
Oh yeah,
right. Like 100% behind.
I even support this shit. I did like it. I thought it was shit, but I like The Room. I like all the woke shit too. Yeah, everything disasters, but they're funny.
Yeah. The MCJarbo,
you get it right. You like The Room, probably.
Yeah, I love The Room.
Yeah,
I saw it with Tommy Wiseau actually back in 2009 in LA. He introduced it one night. That was one of the best film going experiences of my life. I love that damn movie. But it's like, again, like you have to look at art through a certain lens. Like, like the MCJarbo shit, right? That shit's brutal. Aimed at me. But I respect the fuck out of the craft that he did. I respect it. It's like, I can't be mad at someone making art about me because they're creating something. And I appreciate that. Deep down, I really do. And I like it. It's just like, but this is the thing is you got to take that shit in stride. And Eric, God forbid somebody makes fan art of like a George Floyd type situation.
Yeah, but Matt, how much money did it make? How much money did it make? And how much money do you have? That's what really matters here, right? Look at all this money that it made.
Yeah.
It's going to make even more money. Together we can work together to make me money. And that means it's good.
Yeah. That's how we're going to bring free speech back by you giving me money.
More money.
Buying my shit product.
What makes you guys a rage?
I really hate people who misconstrue factual data.
Okay. Like what?
Like legitimate, like anything when it comes to storytelling and it comes to Hollywood and whatnot, like the people who do all the clickbait rage shit, like this is woke, this is bad, but you can tell that they don't even understand what it is they're looking at. Like that just drives me nuts to my core.
What was an example of that you saw recently?
Oh man, Critical Drinker was one on that one video I mentioned beforehand.
He's feuding.
Yeah.
No, what?
It's a full-blown feud.
No, it's not feuding. I would. No, listen. Do I believe that that Critical Drinker like ate paint chips as a child? Yes, I do. Would I like to debate him? Absolutely. But I'd be nice about it. But it's also like I debated the Geeks and Gamers a while back, and he comes at me with all this bullshit about like just complete fucking whataboutisms and not even the flagging crap.
Okay.
Again. If anyone dislikes my commentary, feel free to flag me. You have my fucking permission.
Oh no! Okay. Don't flag him.
Don't flag him, please.
No,
I had to beg people when I had that drama with you. I had to like beg people not to flag the video with the poly. to like beg them.
Dude, that shit
oh my God.
trust me when I say that shit got fucking flagged. Like everything.
Oh, dude, like I was begging a guy DMing me. He was like, I'm flagging you. You should flag him too. Like, please don't. Because I go through his channel to grab clips to do my super,
Yeah.
I need the footage.
Yeah.
I'm not
I remember
funny.
that.
I need the footage. And then the guy was like, okay, damn it. I'm not going to flag him. But I posted it on Kiwi Farms. Oh my God.
No, there was back when all
God.
that shit would now people were like, I mean, for months even leading up to that shit, actually were flagging content of mine. I was getting stuff taken down or age restricted constantly. So there was some weird shit going on back then. But yeah, it's all
Oh, really?
subsided. Yeah, yeah, man. It's like
You want to strike?
You want to hear the funniest goddamn thing though? This is true. One of remember that guy Wild Goose who used to hang with Ralph?
I don't.
That guy?
Maybe
You don't know, but
no.
there's
sounds
this guy. He
familiar.
used to go on the kill stream or whatever else. This guy impersonated being a video game journalist whose article I covered for a video, filed a false DMCA claim about it, and had tried to get the video taken down. This was like 3-4 days after I was on the kill stream, and I'm like, bro. The fuck? Right? Like there's so much goddamn hypocrisy on that. And I was hypocritical.
Oh, yeah.
Make no mistake. Like I fucked up. But it's like so much shit went down. And I just laugh at it now. Man, people always go like, you're gonna flag me? And I'm all like, you want me to? I mean, apparently I have all the power.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just fucking who cares?
Everyone's
Jesus Christ.
everyone's flagging everything.
everyone's
That's
flagging.
what
No
it
one
comes down
cares.
to it.
Free
They don't
speech
give a
is
shit.
dead. No one believed crap. They're all liars. Ugh. Hey, why is this comic shit? His whole shtick is that Marvel comics are woke and they are kind of progressive. That's probably what they mean. But
Yeah.
most of these people bitching about the woke and don't even know what it is.
No.
No, they think like they think like a woman leading a project, leading a story is woke. Like the new Star Wars
Oh, go woke. Go
trailer
broke.
came out today,
Go
right?
woke.
Yeah. It's all pointless. It's like those movies, like, you know, what is it? Little Mermaid, Black Ariel, making money. You know? Like,
Oh, woke,
Yeah.
broke. Go broke. Go.
look at Miles Morales in the new fucking Spider-Verse movie.
What? Keep black. Woke.
Black, and apparently Gwen is a trans woman.
You
in the
see what I
movie,
mean about
according to some people.
advertising? You take away white people's advertising, like their movies and stuff, and they just melt down.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
We can't handle this. All right, guys. Thank you for calling in. This was a nice reunion.
This was fun.
Yeah, dude. Let's do it again.
Yes, let's do it again when
Isom 2,
Isom
baby.
number 2
Isom
comes
2.
out.
Oh, yeah. Let's have like a review.
Apparently, it's in a couple weeks. It's in like a month.
Oh, really? It's that
dropping.
soon?
It says fulfillment begins on July 13th.
Oh God, thank God.
So-
Oh, someone needs to scan it. Get the
No,
PDFs.
what? No. Shh. Dami, shh. Don't give away the secret.
All right, boys. Thank you. Thank you. Dami, you have anything to plug?
Oh, subscribe to me. Dame Pesos on YouTube. I'm great. I have beats prepared for this show, but they're all ruined.
Oh, why?
It's all over.
Why are they ruined?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Kind of.
Oh, you robot-y again.
Oh, it's roboty.
Yeah.
I'll do it some other show. It's fine.
Hey.
Okay.
Again.
See ya.
You're robot-y. All right.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Bye,
I'll see you guys.
Dame.
Bye.
I thought Matt was going to ask if we were good. See, that's what I was waiting for.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, I
I guess
mean,
you can't write reality.
I don't know. You guys seem good. You know, I mean, with those, I'm thinking back on all the times Dame has called in and talked about Matt and stuff, and I'm thinking it's like, really, and Israel and Palestine can't work it out, can't figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, after
Shocker.
these,
I wonder
these
why
two,
that is.
These two joking, laughing together.
Yeah.
I don't.
Put us in charge of it. They haven't
I don't
gotten
know, man.
Isom. That's why. We got to give Israel and Palestine Isom number 1.
You need a
There
common.
guys
You
go.
need a common. Pounding board.
1488, bitch. Dick Masterson made a video about me. Motherfucker. Dame Pesos had a video about me. Sucking motherfucker. Well, hey, guess what? I made a beautiful song about you. Aliens. Let's talk about Mexicans. Filthy fucking savages. They come to steal your packages and inflict aggravated damages. This kid's so hazardous with these rates. I don't know what the average is. For rape, probably as high as the number of underage Mexican marriages. As tragic as it may seem, they're just keeping up with tradition, keeping up with religion, keeping their children up in the missionary position until you had a whole lot of dick jizzing. Listen, you still don't know what the fuck you've been missing. I mean, I don't know this from personal experience or anything. Just guessing. Kidding. Maybe that's why Pesos sounds like a kid. Visceral memories of 14,000 of them sitting on a stick. Faggot doesn't offend me. It's actually pretty good English coming from a stick. Dog, shouldn't you be outside, dog? Picking whatever the fuck you pick, dog. Ooh, anyway, dog. Now I'm gonna have to get my whip, dog. That's not a car. I don't mean a vehicle. Sit, dog. After all, wouldn't want to make a beaner fearful. Let's talk about Mexicans and all those shitty states next to them. But hey, Mexico or Chile, it's all the same kind of shit, dog. I don't care if you have to resort to 20 pesos a day from your fucking mom. I ain't giving you shit, dog.
I don't know why you don't know.
I don't know why.
To me, you're just a bunch of motherfucking
animals.